Jeep Grand Cherokee has so many outstanding options and features, and this video will show you how many of them work. Keep in mind that this program is not intended to substitute for your owner's manual. We'll cover some of the items that may be included with a particular vehicle that you've purchased, or the option level that you've selected. But for complete information, make sure you carefully read your owner's manual and the sun visor warning labels. For easy reference, the video is divided into 7 sections that are identified by symbols appearing on both the back cover of the video case and in the lower right-hand corner of your television screen. Your new Jeep Grand Cherokee is equipped with a remote keyless entry system that operates your power door locks, illuminated entry, and security alarm. The key fob transmitter operates by radio frequency, even when you're up to 20 feet away. Simply press the unlock button once to unlock the driver's door, or twice to unlock all doors and the liftgate. Pressing unlock 1 or 2 times also activates illuminated entry, which means the interior lights will turn on and remain lit for 30 seconds. The lights also stay lit for 30 seconds after the liftgate and the last door are closed. However, if you lock your doors, the lights will turn off immediately. To lock all doors and the liftgate, simply press the lock button once. An added feature prevents the power door locks from working whenever the driver's door is open and the key is in the ignition or the headlights are on. That's to help prevent you from locking the keys inside or leaving on the headlights. Remote keyless entry also activates the panic alarm. Pressing the panic button will make the headlights and marker lamps flash, the horn sound repeatedly, and the interior lights turn on. The alarm will stay on for 3 minutes unless you press the panic button again or turn on the ignition. Your Grand Cherokee may include the Vehicle Theft Security System, one of the most advanced vehicle protection systems available today. When the alarm is activated, the horn will repeatedly sound and the lights will flash. The system is armed by locking the doors with either the keyless entry transmitter or the power door lock switch. To disarm the system, simply use the transmitter or the key to unlock. By the way, it's possible to unintentionally disarm the system. If you open the liftgate with a key and then relock it manually, you've disarmed the system without rearming. Be sure to use the transmitter or power door lock switch again to rearm. When the system is armed, you can accidentally set off the alarm by attempting to open the door, either from the inside or through an open window. To turn the alarm off, use either the transmitter or key to unlock and disarm the system. The rear doors of every Jeep Grand Cherokee come equipped with child protection locks. When these locks are engaged, they prevent rear seat occupants from opening their doors from the inside. Your new Grand Cherokee also has a feature that lets you adjust seatbelt heights to provide maximum comfort for passengers sitting in the front and rear outboard seats. There are 6 positions from which to choose. To adjust the shoulder belts, simply press on the top of the knob to slide it down, or the bottom of the knob to slide it up. After you release the knob, make sure it's locked in place. Driver and front passenger airbags are standard on all Grand Cherokee vehicles, but keep in mind they're only meant to supplement the seatbelt restraint system. Everyone in your vehicle should always wear seatbelts, even though your vehicle has airbags. The driver's airbag is mounted in the steering wheel. The passenger airbag is seamlessly mounted in the instrument panel above the glove compartment. One word of caution, a rearward-facing child restraint should never be used in the front seat, because the child could be seriously injured by a deploying airbag. Make sure you read the sun visor warning label and the owner's manual. One important component of the airbag system is the warning light. It will illuminate for 6 to 8 seconds whenever you start your vehicle to signal that the system is operating properly. Your airbag system requires service if 1, the airbag light does not come on or flickers after startup. 2, the warning light remains lit. 3, the warning light illuminates or flickers while you're driving. 4, the speedometer, tachometer, and engine gauges fail to operate. These gauges share a fuse with the airbag system. For fuse replacement, check your owner's manual or see your Jeep dealer. Now let's look at some of the important starting and operating procedures and features that make your Grand Cherokee such an attractive package. No matter where you drive your new Grand Cherokee, you can depend on exceptional stopping power from the Jeep four-wheel anti-lock brake system. Now keep in mind that your vehicle uses conventional brakes to stop in normal conditions. But when ABS senses that your wheels are slipping, the system activates. During an ABS stop, the brakes work differently. When you press firmly, you'll experience a vibrating sensation as ABS controls the brake pressure. And when your vehicle comes to a complete stop, you may feel the brake pedal drop slightly as the ABS shuts off. To maximize the control ABS can provide, there's only one thing to remember: never pump the brake pedal. Manual pumping of the brakes will diminish their effectiveness and will cause an increase in stopping distance. Just press firmly on the brake pedal and let the system do the work. To ensure that the components of the system are operating safely, ABS performs two self-checks. The first one occurs when you start your Jeep. When you turn the ignition key, the ABS light will illuminate momentarily, and you may hear a clicking sound. And if your foot is on the brake pedal, you may also feel a pulse. Another ABS self-check occurs when your Grand Cherokee reaches between 6 and 8 miles per hour. This time, the ABS will make a low humming sound. If you happen to hit the brakes at this time, you may also feel the pedal vibrate. If a problem is detected, the ABS warning light will illuminate, indicating that the anti-lock braking system is not functioning properly. If this occurs, have your vehicle serviced. But don't be alarmed, your Jeep Grand Cherokee will still stop as well as vehicles with conventional braking systems. Remember, ABS will not necessarily reduce braking distance, but it will help you maintain steering control. Another safety feature prevents the transmission from accidentally being knocked into gear. You'll notice that it cannot shift out of park unless you first push down on the brake pedal. Only then will you be able to shift. An automatic transmission with electronically controlled overdrive comes standard on all Jeep Grand Cherokee vehicles. Overdrive works like an extra gear and provides maximum fuel efficiency for highway driving. When towing a trailer or carrying a heavy load, for example, overdrive should be locked out by pressing the OD off switch. To restore overdrive, press the switch again and the light will turn off. Overdrive is automatically restored each time you turn the ignition on, so you'll need to press the OD off switch each time you wish to lock it out. You know, there's a lot more to safe trailer towing than just switching off the overdrive. It actually requires additional understanding and a bit of finesse. So make sure you carefully review all of the trailer towing and hitch information in your owner's manual before you hook up. Grand Cherokee has an onboard diagnostic system which monitors the performance of the emissions, engine, and automatic transmission control systems. When these are operating properly, your vehicle will provide top-level performance, optimum fuel economy, and environmentally responsible driving. If the diagnostic system detects a problem, the powertrain computer will turn on the check engine warning lamp and store information to assist your dealer in making quick repairs. The check engine light will come on when you start the vehicle, but it should go out after a few seconds. If it stays on, the vehicle is usually drivable and will not require towing, but see your dealer for service as soon as possible. And if the check engine light ever flashes while you're driving, severe catalytic converter damage and power loss will soon occur. Have the vehicle serviced immediately. Your Grand Cherokee's engine cooling fan is designed to provide maximum engine cooling performance when your engine needs it most, such as during hot weather, in heavy traffic, and when you're hauling heavy loads or towing a trailer. During these conditions, your fan may sound louder than usual, and you may hear it turn on more often. This is normal. It indicates that the fan is working properly to provide maximum cooling to your engine. Your Grand Cherokee is not only Jeep tough, but it's also equipped with the kind of luxury features you deserve. So let's take a few minutes to see how some of them work. Some Grand Cherokee owners have equipped their new vehicles with a visor-mounted HomeLink universal transmitter. This handy transmitter replaces up to 3 separate remote controls that you may now be using to operate your garage door, estate gate, home security system, or other radio frequency activated devices. To train the HomeLink universal transmitter, follow this simple 2-step procedure. First, make sure the transmitter is cleared of any unintended codes by holding down the 2 outside buttons until the red LED begins to flash. Now, pick one of the 3 buttons to train, and then put the remote control you wish to replace against the bottom of the HomeLink transmitter. Using 2 hands, push both controller buttons at the same time until you see the red LED first flash slowly, then rapidly. Then release both buttons to complete the process. The HomeLink universal transmitter is powered by the vehicle's battery, and after you've got it trained, operation is as simple as pressing the correct button on the transmitter. Now please note that some remote controls made prior to 1982 are incompatible with the HomeLink universal transmitter. If you run into any problems, refer to your owner's manual for additional information. All Grand Cherokee models have an express down driver's window. Pressing down the driver's window switch past the first detent to the stop position completely lowers the window, even after the switch is released. If you only wish to open the driver's side window part way, simply press the switch halfway down to the first detent, and then release it at the point you want the window to stop. That's all there is to it. Your Jeep memory system stores the preferred positions for the driver's seat and side view mirrors, as well as pre-programmed radio stations for 2 different drivers. And it recalls them using either of your keyless transmitters or the 2 memory buttons on the driver's door panel. If you've selected this option, you'll notice that your 2 keyless transmitters have the numbers 1 or 2 molded into their backs, and that the memory buttons are also numbered 1 and 2. The system automatically recalls all stored preferences whenever you press unlock on your transmitter or the appropriate memory button. Here's what you do to store your own set of preferences. Begin by adjusting the driver's seat, lumbar, recliner, and side view mirrors to the desired positions. Then press the set button and either number 1 or 2, whichever corresponds to your transmitter. When the red indicator light goes out, your preferences are set. To program a second driver's seat and mirror preferences, simply repeat this procedure, this time using the memory button that corresponds to their transmitter. For your safety, the driver's seat will not change position when the memory button is pressed, as long as the vehicle is moving or your seatbelt is fastened. And keep in mind that you can always store up to 10 AM and 10 FM radio stations for each driver without affecting the other memory settings. To do it, just make sure your preferences, either 1 or 2, are active when you set them. Otherwise, you may find yourself explaining to the other driver why rock now resides where opera once prevailed. Now, you'll find complete audio system operating instructions inside your owner's manual. Your Grand Cherokee's center console armrest also houses a pull-out double cup holder that rear seat passengers will clearly appreciate. Pulling out the cup holder automatically locks the armrest to prevent inadvertent spilling. You'll only be able to open your armrest after the cup holder is pushed completely back in. Your rear folding seat is designed as the ultimate in flexibility, utility, and capacity. It's easy to fold the seats down to make room for even more gear. Just follow these easy steps. To start, you may need to move the front seats forward a bit to allow the rear seats to fold down flat. Next, move the seat bottom forward by pulling the loop located at the back of the seat cushion. Then remove each headrest by rotating the locking sleeve clockwise and pulling the headrest out. You should store them in handy sleeves located in the rear edge of the seat bottoms. Finally, push the release lever and pull the seat back forward to fold it flat. You can secure the seat belts to the hook and loop strips on the body trim panel. Your Grand Cherokee may be equipped with a driver's side mirror which automatically reduces headlight glare. If your vehicle has this option, be aware that it works in tandem with the inside rearview mirror. To activate both of them, press this button on the inside mirror. Because of its distance from the driver's eyes, the passenger side view mirror is not part of the system and does not dim at any time. The optional power glass sunroof can be opened to any position or tilted up and used as a vent. Just hold this switch rearward to open and forward to close. When using the sunroof as a vent, start with the glass closed and press the switch forward. To close it, just hold the switch rearward until the glass reseals. The liftgate flipper glass option really helps out in tight quarters and makes it easier to access the cargo area. To open the flipper glass, just push up on the window button. When closing, push firmly on the handle. The window will lock when you lock the liftgate. Now let's see what your vehicle's instrument panel has to offer. Grand Cherokee owners have so many sound system options, it would take a whole video to tell you about every one of them. So, to learn how your system works, refer to the owner's manual. One sound system option we'd like to talk about here is the audio remote controls on the rear of the steering wheel. These control volume and seek and scan, the most commonly used functions. The right-hand control adjusts the volume by pushing the top or the bottom. When playing the radio, the left-hand control will seek up or down to the next clear station. When playing a tape or CD, it functions to seek your next or previous selection. The number of times you press this switch determines the number of selections searched. The center push button controls only the radio and scans or cycles through your preset stations. Now, we'll show you how to set your clock. First, turn your ignition on or to the accessory position. Press the small H and M buttons using an implement like a ballpoint pen. Holding them down fast forwards the clock. Today, there's a whole assortment of accessories that need electrical power. Cellular phones, fax machines, and fun stuff like picnic coolers. That's why we've built in this auxiliary power outlet. Unlike the cigarette lighter, this special outlet will draw power from the battery even when the ignition is off. Be aware that devices left on for long periods when the vehicle is not running will eventually drain the battery. Automatic headlights are another option that you may have selected. With the ignition on and the lighting control in the auto position, your headlights automatically turn on and off as the system reacts to the level of ambient light in the surrounding environment. After you turn off the ignition, the headlights will stay on for another 90 seconds for added safety and convenience. If the control is in manual, a warning chime will sound after the ignition is shut off, if your headlights are still on. Your Jeep Grand Cherokee may be equipped with automatic temperature control, which maintains your desired comfort level. When you start a cold engine in temperatures below 50 degrees, the blower fan will remain off until the engine warms up. If you select a fixed blower speed or defrost, the blower fan will start up immediately. Your instrument panel may also contain two controls that operate the optional heated front seats. After you select either low or high heat, the lights indicate which of the seats are being heated. Jeep engineers have equipped Grand Cherokee with several features that owners may find very desirable. These features are built into the vehicle and can be activated by the dealership. The power door locks can be programmed to automatically lock the doors whenever the vehicle speed exceeds 15 miles per hour. The remote keyless entry system can be programmed so that all the doors unlock with a single press of the transmitter's unlock button, instead of pressing once to unlock the driver's door only and twice to unlock all other doors. Vehicles with both the remote keyless entry and security alarm systems can be programmed to chirp the horn whenever the transmitter is used to arm the alarm. The low fuel warning light on the dash can be accompanied by a chime if you prefer. And if your vehicle is equipped with automatic headlights, you can have them set to switch on whenever you turn on the windshield wipers. If you would like any or all of these features activated on your vehicle, see your dealer. Now we'd like to show you how your four-wheel drive system operates and instruct you in some basic driving techniques. Some of these techniques are discussed in your owner's manual. Your Grand Cherokee may be equipped with either the Select-Track or Quadra-Track four-wheel drive system. Jeep Select-Track allows you to choose between two-wheel drive, full-time four-wheel drive for year-round use on any roads under most driving conditions, and part-time four-wheel drive for better traction under more severe conditions, such as deep snow, ice, or mud. The engineers at Jeep suggest that you keep your vehicle in full-time four-wheel drive because it gives the best traction under normal driving conditions without any loss in fuel economy compared to the two-wheel drive setting. Select-Track allows you to shift on the fly at any legal speed, but if you want to shift from two-wheel drive through four-wheel part-time to four-wheel full-time, you may need to release the accelerator twice in order to complete the shift. Jeep Quadra-Track is a four-wheel drive system that automatically adjusts itself to slippery or non-slippery conditions. If slipping occurs, the system senses the need to equalize traction and automatically transfers torque on demand to the front axle. The 4-low mode operates the same with Select Track and Quadra-Track. When you need greater pulling power at low speeds, improved handling and control in extremely rugged terrain, and whenever extra traction is required off pavement, you can shift into four-wheel drive low range. 4-low provides maximum four-wheel drive traction by locking the front and rear drive shafts. Here's what you do to shift into 4-low. Slow down to 2 or 3 miles per hour. Then shift the transmission into neutral. While you're still rolling, pull the transfer case lever into 4-low without pausing in neutral. When you're done, return the transmission to any gear you wish. To shift out of 4-low, slow down again to 2 or 3 miles per hour and simply reverse the process. Remember, 4-low should only be used at low speeds and in slippery or very rugged terrain. There are 2 important ideas to keep in mind when driving off pavement. First, tread lightly on the environment and respect local land use restrictions. And second, always remember to buckle up and drive sensibly, because even when you're out seeking fun and adventure, safety must always come first. Utility vehicles have a higher ground clearance than most passenger cars, so that they're able to perform in a variety of off-pavement conditions. However, they're not designed to corner at the same speeds. So, whenever possible, avoid sharp turns and abrupt maneuvers. Now let's go over a few four-wheel driving techniques. If you get stuck, the basic procedures are: don't race the motor and spin the wheels, or you'll only dig a deeper hole. Gently rock your Grand Cherokee back and forth and turn the steering wheel left and right until you gain traction. You can also increase the traction by placing floor mats in front of your tires. In sand, use any available water and wet down in front of the wheels to create a firmer base. Be extremely cautious of driving in deep water. The first thing to do is check the depth, avoiding water that is higher than the bottom of the wheel hubs. If you're able to move on, maintain a slow, steady momentum. Make sure you take extra precautions, even after driving in rain, because wet brakes often behave differently. And make sure you ride your brakes lightly to help them dry out quickly. When tackling a hill, use sufficient climbing power at the bottom, and then as you approach the top, ease up. Always try to go straight up or down. Never drive a hill at an angle, or the vehicle may become unstable. At all times, keep your wheels on the ground. This may seem obvious, but we sometimes see exaggerations of what vehicles can do. Whenever you get behind the wheel, always be aware of your vehicle's center of gravity, and never drive at an angle along hillsides. If you must drive along a sloping shoulder or shallow ditch, make only gradual steering adjustments. Whatever you do, don't make sudden steering corrections. The more gentle and gradual you work back onto the road, the more successful you'll be. When you encounter a log or other obstacle, make sure you investigate the situation before you make your move. It may be easiest to cross over the obstacle at a slight angle, one wheel at a time, and always be aware of your vehicle's ground clearance. Obviously, you can't scale a 12-inch log if your clearance is only 8 inches. There's only one thing better than a Jeep Grand Cherokee, and that's a Jeep Grand Cherokee complete with genuine Mopar accessories. Genuine Mopar accessories are designed and tested to meet the highest standards, and more importantly, they're made exclusively for your vehicle. Here's just a sample of the great products available from Mopar. The 6-disc CD changer with handheld remote control and precise tracking that won't skip or distort. A tough-as-nails cargo liner that covers the rear seat, walls, and floor to provide maximum protection. It's available in colors to match your interior. The extra-large and heavy-duty vinyl luggage carrier, designed to fit the original equipment roof rack. The swing-away tire carrier that provides convenient storage space for your spare tire outside the passenger compartment. The black denim deluxe spare tire cover featuring an embossed Jeep logo. A multi-purpose roof rack that can be used with or without the original equipment roof rack. designed to accommodate a sail or surfboard, 2 bikes, or up to 6 pairs of skis when attachments are used. The horizontal or diagonal ski carriers can carry up to 4 pairs of skis. Both can be used with either the multi-purpose or original equipment roof rack. The quick mounting fold-down bike carrier can carry up to 2 bikes. The special tilt-back feature means easy loading and also allows liftgate access without removing the bikes. Running boards that enhance vehicle styling and provide easy entry and exit also protect your vehicle's lower body. A protective front tubular bar constructed of anodized aluminum contains 2 fog light mounting tabs. And Mopar fog lights provide more visibility in inclement weather and cut down on glare. A complete line of great Mopar accessories are available. See your dealer for all the details. You know, Jeep vehicles like this one are as tough as they come. There's just so much they can do, so many breathtaking places they can go. And that's why Jeep Jamborees were born. Events where Jeep owners discover all of the off-highway excitement that their vehicles have to offer. Jamborees are held at various sites over 3-day weekends from February to October. Under the guidance of experts, Jeep Jamboree participants learn how to traverse terrain they previously thought impassable. And Jeep owners have responded enthusiastically since the first Jeep Jamboree was held on the Rubicon Trail in California back in 1953. In fact, they're so popular today, Jamborees are now held throughout the U.S. as well as in Canada, Europe, and Australia. One of Jeep Jamboree's biggest selling points is the beautiful scenery that surrounds you no matter which event you choose. And Jeep Jamborees are always designed to have minimal impact on the surrounding environment in order to preserve that beauty. Some Jamborees include activities such as fishing and hiking. Some involve outdoor camping, while others end up at historic inns. There's always plenty of fun and adventure for the entire family. And don't forget, you're in a league of your own, because only Jeep vehicles and their owners participate in Jeep Jamborees. For complete information and a list of this year's Jamboree locations, make sure you receive the current Jeep Jamboree USA Guidebook from your dealer, or call 1-800-925-JEEP. Well, we sure covered a lot of ground here, but now it's time for you to get out there and find out what real driving is all about. Now, if you should experience any trouble along the way, keep in mind that your Grand Cherokee comes with 24-hour-a-day, 7-day-a-week roadside assistance. It's only a phone call away. For more information about roadside assistance, refer to the Roadside Assistance Information Guide that's contained in your owner's manual packet, or contact your dealer